Ahead at 5, an update on the Wisconsin father who faked his own death in the waters of Green Lake as he turns himself back into local authorities.
Coming up, we're checking in with people in Mount Horeb after that community passed a moratorium on the opening of new vape shops.
And a look at inflation numbers as they tick back up. Economists chime in on the reason behind the rise in prices.
Thanks for staying with us tonight at 5, everybody.
And you're looking now at your first warn forecast. Meteorologist Blaze Keller joins us. He's staying inside today.
Wise
Thank
decision.
you. Strong reasoning behind that.
Yeah, we are expecting some very cold wind chills. Many of us may be feeling like 15 to 20, 25 degrees below zero overnight into the start of your Thursday. That's the reason why we have an alert day starting later tonight through those late morning hours on Thursday because of these dangerously cold wind chills. And we see our cold weather advisory being issued for anybody there in the light blue. And a reminder, this is in lieu of or replacing a wind chill advisory because we can also get some very cold air without the winds. We have a whole explanation about that change that took place on our website in the Beyond the Barometer section. But if you're underneath any of these blue shaded or live within any of these blue shaded counties, you're underneath that cold air advisory because our wind chill values, take a look, are going to dip well below zero as we go into those morning hours on Thursday. And it's going to still probably feel like many of us are below zero even as we go into the afternoon hours. So make sure that you are dressing accordingly as you're heading off to work tomorrow or sending the kiddos off to school. Currently, the wind chill values are still above zero for many of us, but we're beginning to see that cold air move in, kind of making its way to the edge of the Wisconsin River. We're going to hang out just above 0 degrees for many of us tonight across southern Wisconsin. But we are tracking that cold and possibly that wintry mix coming up this weekend in the full forecast.
All right, Blaze, thank you. The months-long search for a Wisconsin man accused of faking his own death came to an end yesterday.
That's when Green Lake County authorities say Ryan Borgward turned himself in. News 3 Now's Kyle Pozorski has the latest on his return.
We're here at Dodge Memorial Park on the west end of Green Lake. It's here where the search for Ryan Borgward began just a few months ago. And while now the search has concluded, his legal troubles have only just begun.
It was in August when the 45-year-old father of 3 allegedly faked his own death here in Green Lake. Investigators say he traveled here from his home in Watertown, capsizing his kayak and dropping his phone into the lake. This all before taking off for Eastern Europe. Wednesday morning, Sheriff Mark Podol provided an update on Borgward's whereabouts.
On December 10th, Ryan arrived on U.S. soil. He was then booked into the correctional facility and is awaiting his initial court appearance.
Sheriff Podol further saying Borgward has cooperated with authorities following his return.
Got on an airplane and landed in the United States. We brought a dad back on his own accord.
Following Wednesday morning's press conference, Borgward making his first appearance at the Green Lake County Courthouse. Judge Mark Slate issuing a $500 cash bond, as well as entering a plea of not guilty on Borgward's behalf.
Sir, you do have the right to an attorney. You can hire your own. If you can't afford one, contact the public defender's office.
Borgward saying he will choose to defend himself.
I have $20 in my wallet and Heather, so that's fine.
In Green Lake County, Kyle Pozorski, News 3 Now.
Kyle, thank you. Additionally, a status hearing for Borgward has been scheduled for January 13th. Madison police are investigating after receiving reports about a student bringing a gun to a basketball game at East High School last night. Officers were called to the school just after 6 for a student who may have had a gun and run into the building. Security footage showed the student had left the building after officers arrived. Police determined there was no immediate threat and no arrests have been made, but an investigation is ongoing.
The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office releasing the name of the victim who died at a shooting last Thursday. 22-year-old Quantrell Vargas of Madison died on Troy Drive, just across Northport Drive from Warner Park. Yesterday, Madison police announced that 3 people are in custody in connection with that shooting. 2 teenagers face charges of felony murder as party to a crime. 1 is facing the charge of first-degree reckless homicide. A 3rd person is facing charges of harboring or aiding a felon.
Some areas in Dane County are passing moratoriums to temporarily limit new e-cigarette and vape shops from opening.
And that includes Mount Horeb. Merrill Hubbard shows us why the village is considering changes in the permitting process.
Mount Horeb is in their first week of the moratorium the village board passed to put a temporary stop on new e-cigarette and vape shops from opening in the village.
Recently, there's been a proliferation of vape stores that have been opening in and around the Madison area. One resident asked about if we'd consider a moratorium on it.
The moratorium lasts for 180 days and prevents new retailers from opening a shop if more than 10% of its space is dedicated to electronic smoking devices.
It's not about stopping it, it's just making sure we have the proper rules and regulations to make sure it's done correctly.
The intent of the temporary measure is to give the village board time to consider a more permanent ordinance.
Basically, the purpose is to put a hold on it so we can evaluate our process, see if there's anything we need to change with the permitting process, zoning process.
Nicholas Owen, the village administrator, says this idea has been in consideration for the past month until it got approved the first week of December.
You know, there's a lot of concern about vape, especially with younger kids using it now.
There's only one vape shop in Mount Horeb. It opened 2 months ago in October of 2024. The moratorium will not impact this business since it was established before the motion was passed. Mount Horeb is not the only place that has passed a moratorium. The city of Monona also passed one in June. Reporting in Mount Horeb, Meryl Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Meryl, thank you. In Grant County, a business hit by a tornado will be reopening its doors. The Village Bar Supper Club in Keeler was hit by an EF1 tornado back in July. Roughly 20 customers and staff were in the bar when the tornado hit, and the roof was ripped off of the building. Luckily, no one inside was hurt. The Supper Club now plans to reopen this Sunday for dinner from 4 to 8 and open for breakfast next week.
Consumer prices jumped up 2.7% for the 12 months ending in November. That is according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics Consumer Price Index data that was released today. Now, on a monthly basis, prices for commonly purchased goods and services rose 0.3%, and the biggest driver came from food and energy. Economists and policymakers focus on core inflation, excluding volatile food and energy categories affected by things like weather and disease, which have remained steady at 3.3% since September.
The Overture Center contributed just under $35 million to the Madison local economy. That's according to an economic and fiscal impact analysis from UW-Whitewater. The analysis focuses on the 2021 to 22 season and says the impact has grown significantly since then. The Overture Center says this is a sign that buying local means investing in the livelihoods of your neighbors, family, and friends.
We really want to keep the economy strong here in Madison. We want to shop local to make sure our local businesses stay in business and are thriving. And that includes coming to a show at Overture, supporting the many resident organizations.
And she added that buying local supports local consumer engagement and creates a stronger sense of community. That choosing locally produced goods and services also reduces transportation-related emissions and supports sustainable practices.
Macy's says it has concluded its investigation into an employee who intentionally hid more than $150 million in expenses. Now, in response, it has tightened its controls to avoid a repeat of the issue. The retailer said a single unnamed accounting employee intentionally hid about $151 million of delivery expenses over nearly 3 years. The revelation forced Macy's to delay its quarterly earnings report by a couple of weeks as it worked to conclude its forensic accounting investigation.
Well, Wisconsinites are the 5th most likely state in the country if you want to become an NBA pro. You can all dream, right, Eric? That's according to the Sports Geek, a sports website that analyzed data in America's most popular sports. And although the chances are still 1 in 39,000 of becoming an NBA pro, when it comes to the NFL, Wisconsinites rank 32nd, a 1 in 16,000 chance. Wisconsin ranks 45th for Major League Baseball, and overall odds of becoming a professional athlete in Wisconsin is about 1 in 7,300.
Well, News 3 Now is thrilled to announce the return of Sarah Carlson to our anchor desk after an 11-year hiatus. She'll be making an inspiring and triumphant return to the 6 and 10 p.m. broadcast alongside me. Sarah was known for her commitment to journalism and an engaging presence on air. However, in the midst of her career, she was diagnosed with epilepsy. Doctors advised her that continuing to anchor was no longer an option, but now, after years of perseverance and a change of treatment plan, Sarah has her epilepsy under control. She's ready to continue her true passion, reporting the news, and Sarah will be back on the air with us after the 1st of next year. We're excited to have her back on our team.
Little deja vu for you.
Feels like it was yesterday.
It does. Still ahead tonight at 5, Blaze is back to get us ready for the deep freeze moving into our area.
That's not him singing.
No.
That's a taste of old and new folk music with a special appearance to tell you about Pop Wagner's upcoming Madison visit after the break. And on Wall Street today, the Nasdaq's nearly 348-point surge pushes it over the 20,000 mark for the first time ever. The Dow loses 99. S&P 500 gains more than 49, and we'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, brought to you by Cardinal Heating and Air Conditioning.
I just need to know which one of you is going to fix this.
Everything was fine until the electrician got here. I had everything under control until the plumber showed up.
Oh, hey, babe. You need anything?
Just go upstairs, Ed.
Call Cardinal today for professional service you can count on.
Hey, all right. Pep's Draft House.
I believe it's Draft Haas.
Draft Haas. I think that's Italian.
Growler Pilsner to go? I gotta get back to Joe's Haas.
Got pizza in the house! Man, I'm glad this pizza's big. We got full Haas.
For pizza with big toppings and even bigger taste, you need to
take it to the house!
When you're gonna pizza, take it to the house. House. Pep's Draft House.
We went to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison last night.
I don't really get how the jackpots work.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison actually has had multiple million-dollar winners.
There are linked progressive slot machines at the same casino where local players increase the jackpot amount.
And a standalone progressive jackpot increases when a player plays on an individual machine that isn't linked to any other machine. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. More ways to win. Find your perfect jackpot.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
This is for all the lonely people, thinking that life has passed them by. Don't give up until you drink from the silver cup and ride that highway in the sky.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs a big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy.
Choose Flex Buy on F-150 and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 Flex Buy and 1,000 holiday bonus cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
There's a lot to love about life in the 608. Fundraisers, farmers markets, family events.
Tell Josh what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning in the 608. Weekdays only on News 3 Now this morning.
The latest now on alert day conditions going into Thursday morning for wind chills to minus 25 below zero when the deep cold ends at 6.
Then don't be left out in the cold. Know your rights and stay warm this winter. What every tenant needs to know tonight at 6. The name, image, and likeness system changed the game for college athletes, but now new revenue-sharing rules could take it to a whole new level. How will these changes shake up UW athletics, and what will it mean for the student athletes and the department as a whole? We'll break it all down Thursday at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Minneapolis folk and Western singer, guitarist, fiddler, and lasso twirler Pop Wagner will be teaming up with McCain Lakey for a new and old folk country show at the Burr Oak in Madison. The show's next Thursday, and it'll feature Pop's all-star Honky Tonk Ranch. McCain Lakey's described as a rising Americana star who is a, quote, time capsule unearthed, fine-tuned, and reimagined.
There will be a part of the dance. There'll be room on the dance floor for dancing, and there'll be places for people to sit if they want to do that.
Tickets are available on the Borough Oak website for $15 in advance, $20 at the door. The doors open at 7.
Experts say maintaining your health over the holidays isn't impossible. Sometimes it feels like it, though, with holiday cookies and cakes and carbs. Overdoing it on holiday treats can be the gift that keeps on giving, according to Mayo Clinic. The average person gains about a half pound to a full pound over the holiday season. Dr. Jesse Bracamonte, a family medicine specialist at Mayo Clinic, says keeping a regular schedule can be a big help to avoid holiday pounds.
Stay on your focused mealtime plans, which means if you have breakfast, have your breakfast. Stick to your lunch. Try not to overindulge and skip meals.
Mayo Clinic experts say if you do drink alcohol over the holidays, try alternating a cocktail with water or carbonated water with some flavoring to save a few calories.
Well, the iconic monarch butterfly is about to join a list of threatened species. Every winter, millions of monarchs journey thousands of miles across North America to spend winters in the forests and mountains of central Mexico. But over the years, the butterfly has seen such a troubling decline in its population. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is now listing the monarch as threatened with extinction under the Endangered Species Act. The monarch populations are shrinking because of climate change and herbicides that have hindered growth of milkweed, the main food source for monarch caterpillars. They'll take a live look now. This is Olympic Boulevard in Santa Monica, California, just an hour away from those raging wildfires up in Malibu. According to CAL FIRE, the Franklin fire now has burned nearly 4,000 acres and is just 7% contained. The Santa Ana winds, coupled with very dry air and humidity below 10%, has kept red flag warnings up through the area. Many communities have had to evacuate, but weather conditions are expected to improve by tomorrow, with possible rain there on Friday, offering some hope for firefighters.
Boy, for us, we're going back into the deep freeze. Meteorologist Blaze Keller is here with the full story.
That's right, especially going overnight into the start of your Thursday morning. Wind chill values may be as cold as 25 degrees below zero. We've got clear to mostly clear conditions and breezy northwesterly winds. And we are eyeing another chance for maybe some light snow, wintry mix as we go Friday night into Saturday before we warm up going into the rest of your weekend. So a reminder, anybody in the light blue, you're underneath a cold weather advisory. This is replacing wind chill advisories for those very cold wind chills we are expecting. You can read about this change. We talked about it as early as October when the National Weather Service was kind of putting it on our horizons that they were going to make that change. You can read about it by heading over to our website underneath the Beyond the Barometer, because we could see more of these being issued as we go throughout the rest of your winter. So big picture, what's happening? A high pressure system is bringing down the latest round of cold weather. And as we go into your Thursday, we're going to chip away at some cloud cover that may be lingering across southwestern portions and the state line as we go Thursday afternoon overnight into Friday. This high pressure system is fairly strong, and it's going to help keep our next low on the weaker side, but watch as it moves out of the southwest. This isn't a strong low. It's not organized by any means, but it is going to bring us just a little bit of moisture as we go overnight Friday into Saturday. You're seeing the greens, the pinks, the blues, indicating that this has a lot of warm air with it. We're not really tapping into that cold air, or else you'd see a lot more blue. However, it is taking a decent path that would otherwise bring us maybe some measurable snow. But as you see here, we tend to see more green than maybe blue across a lot of our coverage area. It's keeping with it essentially a pocket of warm air from the surface through about the jet stream of the atmosphere. So that's why we don't see most of this turning over to blue as we go later into your Saturday. Instead, we kind of see that linger between a rain-snow mix or rain as temperatures climb above freezing. So if you're maybe not wanting any more snow, that is some great news, because a lot of that stays well off to our north, maybe an inch or so as far south as Dane County, Iowa County, maybe into parts of Jefferson County. We're going to continue to track out this path. If it changes, if it slides further south, the snow is also going to move further south with it. Further to the north, that warmer air moves further north, and we say goodbye to that snow chance. So stay with News 3 Now. We will keep you updated. But in the more immediate future, it is going to be a cold Thursday. Our average high temperature right around 34 degrees. We're going to be in the single digits. If we're lucky, though, we'll be in those low to mid-teens with mostly clear conditions and breezy conditions. So again, for planning the kids heading to school and you're heading off to work, please make sure that you are wearing gloves, hats, the whole 9 yards when it comes to protecting yourself and your kids from hypothermia or frostbite, because those wind chill values are going to be dangerously cold. However, I have to make a mention that we got November's data from our friends at the National Centers for Environmental Information on Monday, and it was actually a very warm November for not only the state, but here in southern Wisconsin. It was our 7th warmest for Wisconsin November on record. And the average temperature from January through November 2024 was actually Wisconsin's hottest 11th month period on record. So it has been a very warm year for Wisconsin, despite the fact that we've been underneath this recent cold. We'll be back to near 40 by Sunday. We'll be there on Monday before another round of rain snow mix moves in by the middle of our following work week. Let's take a quick look at traffic across the area. Just seeing some slowdowns around the Beltline, but south into Janesville and north into the Dells, it doesn't look like there's any slowdown spots along the way.
Blaze, thank you. And next at 5, Jordan Love, the Packers quarterback, taking 8 lucky kids on a Christmas shopping spree. The details after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Follow the beat of Butch Vig with Madison Magazine. How a kid with a drum kit became a visionary DIY producer, musician, and Grammy winner. The local legend tells all in a home studio sit-down. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now. And the winner is Madison Magazine. Proud to earn 11 Milwaukee Press Club Awards for excellence in Wisconsin journalism. And the top prize for civic journalism in this year's National City and Regional Magazine Awards.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
But it feels good to feel good and look good.
The mommy belly is gone. Schedule your free, no obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-557-5298 or go to sonobello.com.
Don't dance, but boogie into the new year at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. On Friday, December 27th, we're giving away a Jeep Gladiator. Saturday, December 28th, a Chevy Colorado. Then on New Year's Eve, it's our Winter Boogie Bash, where you can have a chance to win your share of over $45,000 of rewards play. Plus, there will be free live entertainment by Coyote Wild and Snake Oil. It's time to boogie your way into the new year at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
Oh, amazing. Merry Christmas.
It's in you.
We'd love to give you a little reward.
This is reward enough.
I missed you.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Don't miss a chance to win a new furnace from AirServe of Madison. Send us a photo of your old, ugly furnace for a chance to win a new, beautiful furnace in the Ugliest Furnace Photo Contest on channel3000.com. Brought to you by AirServe of Madison. Wake up every morning with Savannah Brito and her Plan Your Day forecast. Designed to help you plan your day before you walk out the door. Plan your day with Savannah. Weekday morning starting at 4:30. Only on News 3 Now this morning. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, it is college football's portal season. The Badgers lose their second quarterback this week. Braden Locke enters the transfer portal today following Tyler Van Dyke, who left earlier in the week. Locke, in each of the past 2 seasons, took over for injured starting quarterbacks. Led Wisconsin to 3 wins in October before they struggled to the finish line with 5 straight losses. Locke threw for 2,700 yards, 18 touchdowns the past 2 years. And his brother Landon recently signed as a freshman quarterback with the Badgers, but Braden Locke will have 2 years of eligibility left at his new school. He is the 18th Badger to hit the portal since it opened.
Green Bay Packers quarterback Jordan Love doesn't just throw a good ball on the field. He also throws a pretty good surprise as well.
That's right. Jordan Love and some of his teammates hosted a shopping spree event at a Wisconsin sporting goods store for 8 lucky children. Ben Krumholz has the story.
8 Green Bay area youngsters had no idea why they were at Dick's Sporting Goods late Tuesday afternoon.
My mentor just texted me saying that we're going to go do something around 3.
A few minutes after arriving, another mentor of sorts walked in, Jordan Love.
Where's yours? $300. Let's go.
Here we go, guys.
Great.
Don't be shy.
Dick's and Love's Hands of Love Foundation provided the shopping money for each child, who are all part of Better Days mentoring.
Work with kids in schools, outside of the school. You know, just trying to help improve lives. That's it.
You got to get the hat.
Can't see anything worldly.
More than anything, I just hope it inspires these kids and can help them with whatever they might be going through in their life and just give them that inspiration.
I watch your game.
Let's go 2 weeks.
The kids weren't the only ones inspired.
They always say that we put a smile on their face and it's joyful for them, but the feeling that we get, I think, is stronger just to see the reaction of these kids.
I love watching football. I love watching y'all. Y'all guys inspire me a lot.
Talking football and life with the players was a highlight just as much as the shopping.
This is perfect. Perfect.
It's an XL. Is it perfect?
Perfect.
No, you got some room in there.
I like girly stuff, like clothes, shopping, stuff.
I think we hit every corner of the store, so it was fun.
While each child left with bags of gifts, everyone involved also left with memories they won't soon forget.
Are these ones that fit? Those ones didn't fit?
That's fine.
Making sure they fit. Several other Packer teammates of Jordan Love's were also part of the day's shopping spree.
A day they'll never forget. A final check of the weather when we come back.
Don't dance, but boogie into the new year at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. On Friday, December 27th, we're giving away a Jeep Gladiator. Saturday, December 28th, a Chevy Colorado. Then on New Year's Eve, it's our Winter Boogie Bash, where you can have a chance to win your share of over $45,000 of rewards play. Plus, there will be free live entertainment by Coyote Wild and Snake Oil. It's time to boogie your way into the new year at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
The holidays come but once a year, and Masterforce is here to spread some cheer. With drivers and drills and blades and bits, from sanders and saws to power tool kits. Menards has the value in savings, of course. Shop tools and accessories from Masterforce. Find great stocking stuffers and gifts at Menards. Plus, don't forget about gift cards. Hurry now for deals on Masterforce. Available at Menards, the best tool source.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
I was an occupational therapist and I had lost my position. I was able to just go the next day, oh well, I can dash. I love it for the freedom. I can schedule myself. Also, dashing just gives you a sense of purpose. Having portable benefits would be really awesome for me because I could use them to help cover my vision, co-pays, and adding to my 401k. And I could continue to build that till I retire.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on an efficient CR-V hybrid, spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic hybrid, and the all-electric Prologue. Don't wait, turn your dreams into reality with a new Honda. named KBB.com's best overall EV and hybrid brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
You expect your healthcare provider to take the time to listen to you, to learn more about you and why you came in. That's the care you expect, and that's the care we deliver at Upland Hills Health. Whether it's in our Dodgeville Hospital or at one of our 7 clinics, our skilled doctors and healthcare professionals personalize care for you and every member of your family. Upland Hills Health Hospital and Clinics. The care you expect, close to home.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, the big news out of here in Washington, the powerful FBI director announcing he'll step down. What it means for the future of the FBI and Donald Trump's reaction. We've got that and more headlines tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Well, the winners of this year's Nikon Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards are in. This is fantastic. That's a squirrel caught in a nutty predicament. Look at this one. That took the top spot. It was about 9,000 entries, one of them, and shattered records for the competition's 10-year history. Other pictures included, oh, I love this frog. Praying mantis, I think we saw
just
that
saw
before.
that, yes.
Yeah, this is the smiling frog. He really does look like he's smiling at us, doesn't he?
Oh, that's smart.
Those are incredible pictures.
And also a fed-up fish attacking an eagle. We saw that along with the frog. Some pretty incredible stuff. Look at that. Some owls there as well. The Comedy Wildlife Awards. Well, let's go to Blaze for a final check of the forecast as we get to get real cold.
What's not funny
no
is the
laughing matter.
weather. Yes, especially these expected cold wind chills as we go into your Thursday morning as you're heading off to work. The kids are heading off to school. Please make sure that you are dressed appropriately. Cover up as much skin as possible, especially your fingertips, your lips, your nose, and your ears. That's where your skin is the thinnest and the most susceptible to frostbite or hypothermia. Anybody there in the blue, you are underneath a cold weather advisory from 10 p.m. tonight through 10 a.m. on Thursday. It's going to feel like we're probably below zero throughout the day on Thursday, but then we're back into the 20s by Friday. Our next system moves through this weekend, and that warms us up back into those mid to upper 30s, if not the low 40s, as we end the weekend. We'll be there on Monday of next week, and then we see the return of maybe some snow showers by Wednesday and Thursday of our following work week.
All right, Blaze, thanks. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 now at 6. The CBS Evening News is coming your way next.